Hey guys, if you like the content, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell to receive the latest update on my new videos. Hey, what's up everyone, it's KZ Fox here. So in this video, I'm going to talk about Illumia after the last patch. We just had a big patch on North American server, combining the two patches that other regions had and into one patch. So this was a pretty big patch, and during this patch, Illumia got a pretty noticeable nerf on her first skill, especially the empowered first skill. The stun duration was reduced from 1 second to 0.75 seconds. And a lot of people want to know whether she's still playable, whether she can still be played in ranked games to rank up. So over here you can see the patch note on the screen. In the balanced team note, it said she's too strong, she has a lot of CC and high damage as well. So they're nerfing her as one. This was the same nerf, if you guys remember back when Ignis was really overpowered. They have nerfed Ignis stun from 1 second to 0.75 seconds, so this is same nerf. They also said they fixed a bug on her explosion radius, so if you just happened to play a lot of Illumia before the patch, you will notice that sometimes her empowered or upgraded first skill will stun people outside of the explosion radius randomly. You would do no damage on the outer ring of your explosion, but they will get stunned for that 1 second. So I think they fixed that part where you actually have to aim your first skill really accurately to get the stun off. So I think that's a good change, because she won't just stun people randomly outside explosion range. That seems pretty overpowered. So that's what's not supposed to happen. That's a pretty good change, I would say. But for the stun duration, I won't say that it will not affect the gameplay on Illumia basically like at all, because before this, for all the good Illumia players, they will know how to do the combo with your ultimate. You will basically have to use your ultimate right after you use your empowered first skill. So that the stun duration change is not going to affect her combo at all. So once you hit your first skill, empowered first skill, you use your ultimate right away to give them no chance to escape from your stun from that explosion. So you guys, when you watch this video, you should focus on how do I use my whole combo with my empowered first skill. So you can see that if I'm going to hit my stun with my empowered S1, I'm just going to use my ult right away, like with no delay. So also, this video will have two gameplay of Illumia. The first gameplay was recorded right after the patch hit, when we cannot play ranked game at the moment, when they had a bug that we just couldn't play ranked at the moment. So I recorded this video right after the update on a normal game, and the second gameplay will be a ranked gameplay as usual. And there's one thing I noticed right after the update. Even though I still have the same ping, if you can see on the top right corner, I have 74, 80, I'm just jumping between 70 and 80 ms all the time, but I noticed a bit of lag that I didn't have before. So even though I have the same ping, but my game is actually lagging more than it was before. I can feel the delay by just I can notice the delay right away after the update. So I think they might have changed something in there, but we're not sure yet. So it just when you have this kind of delay, it's really hard to use your the flicker trick. If you haven't watched my video before, if you want to combo your S1 empowered S1 with your flicker and then use your ult, that would be harder to do because you have the latency in your gameplay. So so I wouldn't recommend use the flicker trick when you're just really laggy. When we were playing on the tournament server, everything was fine because it just wasn't laggy like this at all. So I think we can, for us pro players, we can still use that in competitive gameplay. But over here you can see I already felt one flicker skill shot. So So I think she is still strong like she used to be. She can still do a lot of crowd control with all her stun and everything. So the last patch nerf didn't really affect her that much. You just have to be better on her to actually use her full power. So I think that's a pretty good change. And over here I just got killed by Florentino. They have nerfed Florentino as well. And over here you can see a very interesting bug. After I died, when I open the death panel and then close it and then reopen again, you can see the damage that Florentino did to me was kept on increasing all the time. So eventually jumped to a very big number. So Florentino had a nerf. He is no longer immune to crowd control during him using the passive, using that dash. So he can only be immune to CC when he uses ultimate onto someone. So I think that's a really good change onto Florentino, make him a lot more balanced. So you actually get a chance to kill him. You can actually CC him, stun him when he doesn't have ultimate anymore. So I think that's a pretty good change on Florentino. Definitely make him more of a balanced hero than he used to be. So this Illumia change, I would say it won't change anything, honestly. So I'm just going to commentate this game as usual, and you guys can see that in the next game. She is still very good as a support kind of mage. You can see over here, once I hit my S1 stun, I just immediately follow up with my ultimate to make sure that Violet cannot escape. If you missed how fast I click my skill, you can go back to watch it. So this is basically how you want to play her now. You have to only change from the patch was you have to aim your S1, empowered S1 more accurately so that people are in the center of your exploded S1, and you have to change your ultimate right after you use your empowered S1. That's about the only two tips I can give you for Illumia compared to how she was before the patch hit, the nerf hit. So or pretty much this game where they have 3 kills, 5 assists. But she will be like the same as before, where she is not the kind of mage that you want to get a lot of kills on, except when the enemy team is just a bunch of noobs. They're gonna fit you some kills. Otherwise, you're not going to get a lot of kills because you're just the utility mage. It's like Alistair. You're gonna provide a lot of CC for your team, and your team is going to kill the enemy while you're stunning them. So I think she is still very good. She can still do a lot of damage after she have 3 items. Have Orb of Magi and then have Barrett Acne. After she finished building those, she can still do tons of damage to tanks, to front lines. So overall, in conclusion, is pretty much she's still as good as she used to be. So you guys don't need to worry about her being unplayable after the patch. You just have to practice more and make sure you play her in the right way with the 2 tips I've mentioned earlier. You'll be good to go. So after in the build I've given you guys at the beginning of the video, with that build you're going to have 35% of cooldown reduction from your 3 items right at the start. So after that 35 cooldown reduction, once you hit level 12, you're gonna have a really short cooldown on your ultimate. That's when you can really just start to shine and start initiating team fight with your ultimate, with your S1 combo. So she can you can just follow your jungler around most of the time and try to do the 4-man rotation to help one side lane to get the tower, to get objective, to get dragon, darkster, all that good stuff. So also during the last patch, they have buffed Darkseer and the Enraged Abyssal Dragon's stats. That means it's harder for your team to kill now, and they're gonna do more power reduction towards you. And over here you can see Quillen tried to jump on me, but because I have Bear Attacking, he doesn't do any damage. As long as you face the Quillen when he tried to jump onto you so that he doesn't do any crit at all to you, he won't do a noticeable damage to you at this stage of the game, just because you have Bear Attacking. He provides you 270 armor. That is extremely useful for any mage, because it just provides you a lot more physical resistance to a physical assassin jungle. I've been saying this over and over ever since they changed Bear Attacking to make it more strong, make it stronger. It's really a good item to belt on yourself when they have a very strong physical assassin on their team, especially when they have a strong physical assassin as a jungler. So that's also one thing I really recommend anyone to build on Tulin, because Tulin needs to go in to the enemy team in order to do more damage, So I really recommend that piece of equipment on Tulin as well. So this was a pretty easy game. As you can see, I'm clearing mid quite fast and just following my people around to help them take stuff. And you can see I'm just trying to hit my empowered S1, but unfortunately I couldn't help the ROM over there. But at this point I already have blue buff, which is going to give me infinite amount of mana. I can just stay over here as long as I have the enough HP to poke them out so that they can't even come out of the base. So you always want to make sure when you play Illumia, you always want to make sure you have one stack on your passive already. It's not going to disappear. You can see that I'm just hitting the max range with my empowered S1 and getting some kills. Very, very good. So she can just start doing insane amount of damage with this build towards the late game. So as you can see, she is still a very good mage to play in mid lane. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. In the next video, I'll just leave the gameplay itself for you guys to enjoy. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you next time.
Arena of Valor. Get ready. Minions will be deployed in 5 seconds. Prepare to engage. I'll grace them with my presence. Retreat! Rally! This ground belongs to me. Rally! Jungle! Rally! Attack! Rally! Watch the jungle. Die! They will regret this. Attack! They shall suffer my wrath. Attack the Abyssal Dragon. Rally! Rally for a team fight. Rally! I'll grace them with my presence.
Retreat! Enemies missing!
What's mine is mine. An ally has been defeated. Your team has destroyed a tower.
Retreat!
I'll grace them with my presence.
Try this!
An enemy has been defeated!
Rally!
They shall suffer my wrath.
An ally has been defeated!
Retreat!
Kratos has been defeated. This ground belongs to me.
Enemy has been defeated!
I'll grace them with my presence.
Attack!
An enemy has been defeated!
Save
Your team has destroyed a tower!
Attack! Enemies missing!
Ultimate! An enemy has been defeated!
Attack!
Shall suffer my wrath.
Your team has destroyed a tower!
Retreat!
Your team has destroyed a tower!
Rally! Rally!
destroyed a tower.
The great dragon has been summoned.
Onslaught.
They will regret this.
Your team has destroyed a tower. Your tower has been destroyed. An ally has been defeated. An enemy has been defeated. Your tower has been destroyed. An ally has been defeated.
What's mine is mine.